Hey everybody, welcome to Valley Kids Weekend Programming. My name is Jacob. I'm so glad to have all of you guys here with us today. We're going to have some awesome worship time. We're going to have some Bible stories, and then we'll end with our question of the week. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead and get started.
For the song Ask, we want to say, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you'll find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks, receive, and to the one who seeks, finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened.
Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Knock, knock, and the door will be open to you. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Knock, knock, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks, receives, and to the one who seeks, finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Knock, knock, and the door will be open to you. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Knock, knock, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks, receives, and to the one who seeks, finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be This song is Because You Are Young. It's don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity.
Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Because you are young. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Because you are young. But set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. But set an example for the believers anyone look down on you. Because you are young. Because you are young. Don't let anyone look down on you. Because you are young. Because you are young. But set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. But set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. In speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity.
This month we're talking about love. The Bible is an epic adventure that talks all about God's great love that He has for all of us. And as we go to the beginning of the Bible, in the second book of Exodus, we read about God's great love for His people, the Israelites. They had been slaves in Egypt for hundreds of years, and God used a man named Moses to free the Israelites from Egypt and to be able to move on to the promised land. Well, shortly after they escaped from Egypt, God spoke with Moses, and He gave him 10 important commandments, laws, that the Israelites should follow. He got those up on Mount Sinai, and He brought those down to teach them to the Israelites. Well, the thing is, there weren't only the 10 commandments. God gave other laws too. And in total, there were 613 laws. 613 for the Israelites to follow. That's a lot of rules to try to remember. 613. Wow! Well, the thing is, the leaders of the Israelites, the teachers, the priests, they didn't just stop at those 613 laws. They started to add more of their own rules on top of those laws so that the people would try to follow what God said. But it just made things even harder. It just made the load of obeying the laws even heavier on the people. So that how are they supposed to remember what to do, how to live, how to act, when just all these laws and rules are being added onto them? And the leaders were supposed to help guide them, to help encourage the people. But instead, they were just saying, "You broke a law. You broke a law. You broke a law." And were making people feel terrible for disobeying the rules that God had set up. And God had set those up out of love for His people. But the thing is, there were just so many rules and commandments. Well, fast forward to Jesus living on the earth, speaking to people, teaching, healing, helping. And the religious leaders wanted to trick Jesus. So they said, "Oh, there are so many laws and commandments that we can trick Jesus here. Let's see what He says." "Hey, Jesus, which law or commandment is the most important one? I mean, there are 613 plus a lot of extras to choose from, so which one's the best?" Well, because there were some people that might say, "Hey, this one's the most important," and others that say, "Hey, this one's the most important." And there's no way that Jesus is going to be able to answer in a way that makes everyone happy. But Jesus was the Son of God, and He knew their plan, and He had His own plan. Jesus said to them, "Hey, the most important rules: love God. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. And love your neighbor as yourself."
So Jesus knew, when you look at all those laws that you have, some of them are just about loving God. And all those ones can fit into the loving God category of showing him respect, of obeying him, of following and trusting him. Other laws go into the loving others category, about not stealing from people, not lying to them, not trying to hurt them with your words or with your body. And all the laws, when people came to think about it, could fit into these two things that Jesus said. Love God and love others. So you take all 613 plus extra laws, and they all fit in there. And the thing is, when you are loving others, you're loving God too. Loving other people that God made, that's just a way of showing him love too. So those people who thought they were going to trick Jesus, ooh, which law is the most important? There's no way you can make everyone happy. What's most important for us to do, Jesus? What do we do? He said, hey, love God, love others. And that's what we want to do. We want to show God's love to people by showing them love and kindness, by being a friend, by listening to them, by inviting them to play with you, by being a good listener. We want to be sure that we show God's love to others because that's what he shows to us. He showed us his love through Jesus, the forgiveness, the fact that we can have our sins washed away, his patience that he gives us. We want to show his love to other people too. So you might say, oh, what can I do? How can I show God's love to people? What should I be doing today? Well, just think. How can you show God love? You can pray to him. You can read the Bible. You can sing worship songs. You can talk about him with other people and share about him. And how can you love others? Not being mean, not being selfish, putting others first, listening to them, inviting them to play with you, being gentle, being patient. In everything we do, we want to love God and love others. And remember that when you love others, that's another way of loving God too. Think of a way that you can share God's love with someone today, and go do it.
When we sing the song, Walk in Love, you get to make up your own actions. So we say, therefore be imitators. So you can just be doing whatever you want. Therefore be imitators. And the other people in the room can be copying whatever silly actions you're doing. So we say, therefore be imitators of God as beloved children of God as beloved children. And when we say walk in love, you've got to walk. And you can do a silly walk while you're going around your room all over the house. And we say we want to be a fragrant offering. Jesus was a fragrant offering and a sacrifice to God. But you get to make up your own actions. Choose who gets the turn this time.
Therefore be imitators. Therefore be imitators of God as beloved children of God as beloved children. Therefore be imitators. Therefore be imitators of God as beloved children of God as beloved children, and walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk. And walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. Therefore be imitators. imitators of God, as beloved children of God, as beloved children. Therefore be imitators, therefore be imitators of God, as beloved children of God, as beloved children, and walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk. And walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God, as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God, and walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk, walk, walk in love. Walk as Christ loved us and gave himself for us.
Thank you guys for joining us today. It's now time for our question of the week. And this week's question is, what do you love? Stop, think, what are those things in your life that you love? Ask that question to somebody else, share your answers with each other, and we'll see you guys here back next time at Valley Kids Weekend Programming.